everybody.
Thank you. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Saint Misbehavin', the podcast about saints from people who are not. I am your host, Matthew Shadorn, and I am joined, as always, by my co-host and my friendly reminder to take care of my mental health, Anna Domini. Anna, how are you doing today?
Oh, man, that was calculated.
I just thought of it just
My
now.
eyes lit up, and I was like, he's gonna say it. He's gonna say friend. And then you twisted it. And it was like a bait and switch, and
He's finally run out of insults, and I've got a notebook. Just filled in.
And every time I see you, it grows. Yeah, I'm okay. I mean, you know, I'm still suffering. I've been officially diagnosed with supposed long COVID, because they can't actually diagnose it because there's no test that you can take.
And it's not real.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, of course. So I've got an official diagnosis of maybe.
No.
And so I've been off sick, and so I would say that for someone who is sick, I'm doing pretty well.
Excellent.
So yeah, that's where the bar is, I guess, for me. So
right.
Yeah, not
Again,
not
40%
terrible. Yeah.
in any situation.
Yeah. That's what I bring to projects. That's why you're so keen to keep me here, despite your personal aversion to me. Is that I give 40% all the time, and that's just wonderful.
Yeah, that way it's much easier to barrel over you, to like get my own thoughts out there.
Yeah, I see.
I can do whatever I want. I can really push you around because you don't have the energy
To push back.
Limply, like with your limp red, like stop it, quit it. It sounds violent now. It's not. It's more emotional.
Just psychologically violent. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more psycho. Yeah.
You're basically like Joe Exotic. You know, you find meth addicts and you ply them.
Yeah.
That's you.
You're as close to a meth addict as I could find in Oxford. So.
I mean, it's just paracetamol, but sure.
Anna, have you done anything saintly or experienced anything miraculous lately?
I suppose in modern terms, it's maybe as close to a healing miracle as I can find. I have started a virtual physio program to try and get better from long COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So the miracle is that a private healthcare company is offering free treatment for people with long COVID. So that's pretty crazy. And obviously I don't like to undermine the NHS, but on the other hand, I've been offered an appointment at the NHS COVID clinic for March next year.
Oh, well, that's just around the corner.
In the meantime, I've looked into other sources of healing, and the miracle is, as I say, free healthcare from a private source. I think they're just doing it so that people feel more goodwill towards them as a, you know, terrible private company.
They're probably harvesting your medical information and they're going to sell that.
Well, I mean, the information they asked me was just, you know, stuff like, you know, what's your mother's maiden name, and just, you know, really run-of-the-mill stuff. No, it was all just...
Some bank account numbers and...
No, it was all just about my symptoms, but one of the kind of indicators of how great I'm doing in this phone call with the physio that I had. So unfortunately, all the in-person places are full, so I'm doing it virtually. And you have a phone call at the beginning where they triage you. What they do to sort of measure your progress is they see how fit you are at the beginning, and then presumably in 3 months' time they'll do it again.
They chart your slow decline.
Yeah. So to see how fit I was, I had to stand up and sit down from a chair as many times as I could in 30 seconds. So they time you and you stand up and sit down and count how many times and say. And I was concentrating so hard on the standing up and sitting down that I forgot to count. And I think that's a special box that they tick. if just for me, if that is the case.
Brain fog is at a level 10.
Yeah. And fitness, we don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was so I guess it remains to be seen if it will be a miraculous thing.
Right.
But the start of what I hope is a miraculous tale of transformation of my physical self.
Of rest and recovery.
Yeah.
You know,
Thanks
to
to
get
the miracle of
get you
science.
back to your normal 75% that you were putting in to everything.
Yup, that's me. But maybe what I should have said is when I was doing the sitting up and standing down That.
Okay, see, it's okay. Yeah, sitting up and standing down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Is that the problem? You're like, I can't figure out how to do this.
Wasn't that what?
Couldn't even do one.
Wasn't that what Trump said to the rioters on January 6th? He was like, sit by and stand down or something.
He said that to some white supremacists during debate, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure he said it when he was meant to say, like, stop doing crimes. He was just like, stand by. Anyway.
He was, yeah.
When I was doing that, what I should have said is, oh, sorry, I lost count because I had a divine vision. And then that would have been on theme. But I didn't, because clearly I did not have the mental wherewithal to cover my tracks.
Yeah. No. So do you know what did you like guess at the number?
Yeah, they
like,
told me to guess, and I was like, maybe 10. But yeah, I don't. So it's already off to a good start because we don't know the starting point.
I'm starting to come to terms with my own
frailty.
Yeah, frailty, because I rode my bike 2 days in a row.
Whoa.
Because I haven't done that in a long time, and I think it's time to admit that I'm finally out of shape. So it was really bad.
Yeah. Well, your head has healed somewhat.
Yeah, it's healing better. Yeah, I need to remember to put some.
I'm
supposed to apply bio oil to it.
Yeah, that's meant to be good for reducing scars. So, are you going to put makeup on it for Halloween?
I'm probably not going to do anything for Halloween. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So you're not doing anything for Halloween?
No.
Me neither.
I feel bad because we have a baby, and so we can like dress up the baby however we want.
Yeah, you did. You made him into a bee.
A bee. He was a bee last year.
That was very cute.
And I was a little beekeeper, and Alice was dressed like a flower.
That's very
really
cute.
Great.
But I mean,
really
as a baby, like, aren't a lot of his like outfits kind of costumes already? Like,
well, yeah. I mean,
you could just put him in like a little dinosaur romper, and he's suddenly a dinosaur.
That's fair. I could do that. And the best part is he doesn't know. It's like when you see an animal in a movie. It's like they don't know they're in a movie.
Well, should you have had children? Have you had children for the right reasons? It remains to be seen.
Just to work the farm.
Babies are friends, not experiments, is the slogan. What about you? Have you done anything saintly or had something miraculous happen to you?
Well, I guess in an ongoing series of apologies to sovereign nations.
Oh my God.
Going back to our episode, I think a month ago, where you pronounce somebody's name. I forget. Oh, shit. I meant to look this up. I forgot what saint it was. I think it was Joseph of Cupertino, or the one before that, Rose of Viterbo. And you brought up somebody's daughter, and I thought they were named Libya. And then I said...
Oh, and then you started, being...
And I said, Libya's got a problematic history, which... it's true of all nations, but they used to be a state sponsor of terrorism, which is true. And I was going to do, because I felt bad about that, I was going to do one of our intermittent series, Ain't Misunderstanding, about Libya.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, you're actually finding a way to turn this into a geography podcast, despite everything.
No. And we were going to go through the history of Libya because I thought it would be kind of fun. I thought there'd be like general American shenanigans in other countries. Anyways, I started looking into Libya, and I decided it wasn't a fun topic to go into because it's... Wow. Especially since the modern history of Libya is quite grim. Ever since the Arab Spring overthrew, part of the Arab Spring movement in the Middle East overthrew Gaddafi, who was the dictator there, it has kind of fallen into chaos, and it has been overrun with ISIS and Al-Qaeda and these other kind of groups, and it's become a very lawless state and a very dangerous place for people. But it's also because of the government is kind of non-existent. It's become a corridor for refugees escaping various bad things, both in Libya and in sub-Saharan Africa. So it's a big center for the refugee crisis that's currently plaguing the world. The crisis being that people are trying to escape from bad conditions and are like trying to cross the Mediterranean in unacceptable boats, and lots of tragedies happening there. And I was watching an Al Jazeera documentary about Doctors Without Borders and their attempts and other refugee groups to save people from the Mediterranean and get them safely to Europe, where they can be resettled and possibly get asylum status and start a new life. It was
So the miracle is that you were going to do some hate crimes by doing comedy about a really desperate situation, and you thought better of it thanks to the intervention of the Lord.
I thought we could have some fun with geopolitics and the history of colonialism.
And then you realised that, as a straight white man who is American, You
Anyways.
could not do that without being very problematic.
Anyways, it seemed like it was such a tragic situation that I felt better about it, and I wanted to apologize for making fun of Libya on the podcast before. And there's a lot of hard situations going on there, and I wanted to encourage people that if they do care about the situation, to donate to Doctors Without Borders or other refugee organizations. Yeah, because they're doing a lot of good work and helping people out.
Good stuff.
And so, yeah.
So wait,
that was what I
so
wanted to
did
say.
you make a donation? Is that the saintly thing? Are you about to lie and say that you did? And you're thinking, oh, I should have done that. And now this is very awkward for you.
Well, I don't have a lot of spare money laying around right now because I don't have a job. I'm just a stay-at-home dad.
Just sell your
So,
child.
So you're saying the solution to this problem is more human trafficking. Interesting. Interesting
Hey,
tack.
you're the one that said babies are social experiments. Just like we've got it recorded right here 2 minutes ago.
I don't think I ever said that.
This is on you, mate.
Anyways, apologies to the people of Libya. I hope that there's a light at the end of the tunnel for them. So, anyways, that's what I wanted to say.
Your saintliness was repentance, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Good job.
repenting.
Good job. What do you want, a cookie?
And I'm just trying to use my platform, as my vast platform, this podcast, to highlight a serious issue. So that was it.
Oh.
That was all I wanted to do.
Well done. Very nice.
Anyways, Anna, today is October 30th,
Yeah.
2022. Who is today's saint?
Well, today's saint is actually the saint of 4 days' time, 3rd of
Oh.
November. And her name is Blessed Alpaïs of Cudot, which is in France.
Is Cudot spelled like kudos, like good for you?
No, it's
Kudos.
like, if I was being really ignorant in English, ignorant, I think is how we say it.
I'm starting to think you don't speak any language at this point.
I would have pronounced it Cudot, but no. So it's Cudot. I'm not sure people are that interested in how things are spelled, but write us in if you are. We're on. Sorry, write into us. Fucking hell! Why are you making me do speaking? I'm so bad at it.
All right, let's just move on. It's fine. We'll just listen, everybody. saintmisbehavenpod@gmail.com. There is no G in behaven, but there is a G in Gmail. That's the only spelling you really need to focus on, folks.
Okay.
Anyways, so what's her name again?
Alpaïs.
Blessed
Alpaïs.
Alpaïs?
Yeah, or Alface maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's got. See, I'm again pronunciations clearly not our strong point. It's got the 2 dots over the I, so it's like.
Is there an umlaut? All right.
Yes.
Yeah, this is too much. This is too complicated. Like, if you bring the occasional accent, we can muddle through, but an umlaut, we're just gonna have to shut this episode down. So thanks everybody for listening. Please rate, review, subscribe.
That's it. We're done. Oh my god, phew.
Stymied by an umlaut, like a tiny grain of sand in the cogs of a complex machine. It has destroyed the entire apparatus of this podcast.
I mean, that suggests you have a lot of faith in the quality of what follows, so that's nice. Little did you know that I deliberately chose this saint so that the umlaut would shut the whole thing down and I could get on with my day.
Sabotage. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
So other alternatives that she has been called as Al-Qaeda and Al-Qaedis, as I've put
And
in.
Al-Qaeda.
Yeah, basically. Twice we've mentioned them now.
I know, it's not a good theme for this episode.
No,
but
but we'll try and find ways to keep working it in. Look, I've sent you the spellings in the chat so you can see how tricky and laden with danger that name is.
all right, so we'll just call her Alpaca.
Yeah, nice.
So
She was very cuddly. So
you've heard of the Lamb of God. Have you heard of the Llama of God? Anyways, so
I think you should start a business in Lourdes or somewhere and just sell cheap bulk bought soft toy llamas from like some dodgy toy factory and just sell them as the llama of God. I think you could make a killing because there's so much merchandise in Lourdes. It's a very weird place. We should go there. We should do like a live episode from there.
fun. Okay, so what's the deal with Alpaïs?
So she was born in Cudot in the Diocese of Seine to a peasant family. I like how with the saints it's like she could either be a princess or a peasant.
Yeah.
There's like those are the two Saint Origins.
I think that's just kind of like what time
Those
is this?
were the two social classes, yeah.
Yeah.
It was last week.
It was like you were either like stupid rich or
Yeah.
you had nothing.
So this
which
was,
is, you know,
in the 13th century. We don't know when she was born, but she died around 1211.
So she would have been born in the 12th century, and then probably, unless she was
Yes.
11 when she died.
Yes.
Not to give too much of the story away. Yeah, I think that until like the Industrial Revolution, the idea of like
Middle
like
class,
it was,
yeah.
yeah, like a middle class, or like it was pretty tenuous. It was like there were a few, I guess it was a merchant class, but there was like we had some merchant saints. There was Saint Francis. He was the son of a merchant.
Yes, his whole cloth racket.
And of course, we know Dusty Springfield was the son of a preacher man. No, she dated the son of a preacher man. It doesn't matter. Anyways, go on.
Sorry, it's only just hit me what a stupid thing that you just said was.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay, thank you. I'm glad.
Although,
finally
to be
sunk
fair,
in.
Dusty, is a fairly gender-neutral name. So
It's a gender-neutral
Dusty
name.
could have been the son of a preacher man.
If you're looking for good gender-neutral names for your baby, Dusty is right there for you.
It's pretty good,
So-
but also, just why? I don't think I would want to name my child anything that draws attention to how badly I'm looking after them.
Yeah.
Like,
This is my son Dusty and my daughter Filthy.
Yeah.
And my other son just Gruesome. Anyways, so she was born to some peasants
Yeah.
in the 1100s.
yes, yeah. She was a pious and obedient child who spent her days taking care of her father's cows.
Nice.
So,
But she had better be obedient or she gets the lash.
oh my god. Well, I guess, if he had cows, they had access to leather potentially. So, grim. Okay.
just wait until I slaughter this cow. You are going to get it, young lady.
You're going to get a hiding. So, God marked out Alpaïs by afflicting her with disease, which
Oh.
God is an abusive bastard. He's
what?
only afflicting you because he loves you. You're special.
It's like, I want to make a note of this one. I guess it's leprosy. What?
Yes,
I don't. Yeah,
yeah.
that's fine. That way, I'll know which one she is when I come back later on. I don't want to do anything with her now, but later on when she's older. But I just don't want to lose her because it's like, you know how many people are down there? They've kind of gotten out of hand. So why don't I just give this one a horrible, debilitating disease?
Then
And
I'll
that
know
way
who
I'll be
she
like,
is. Yeah.
Which one was it? Oh, it's the limping one. Right. At least, or like she'll stay in bed so I'll know exactly where she is whenever I need her.
Oh my god. That was it. He's just got a map and you should just put pins in the map so you can
Yeah.
find people more easily.
What was she afflicted with?
Leprosy.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
leprosy. Oh,
Good,
wow.
good
Okay.
guess.
Okay.
Your guessing game is
Yeah.
getting better. It's often been identified as leprosy because
Mm-hmm.
her body swelled and she suffered from a stench so putrid that she was put in a separate hut, isolated from her family.
Hey, guess what? You get in your own room. Yay!
Oh man.
You know, you wanted your own room, away from all your brothers and sisters.
And mum and dad.
Muddy and. Anyways.
So I mean,
okay.
pretty impressive that she could take care of the cows while smelling that bad. I guess maybe
Right.
cows don't have a strong sense of smell.
I don't know. I've never really. They got big noses.
That's
So-
true, but they just poo and then stand there, don't they? So they're clearly
yeah.
not that bothered. But then again,
I don't think. Yeah. I mean, I don't think you could have like a search cow, like a cow, like a bloodhound cow.
if they don't have cows in airports to see if you're carrying drugs.
No, but I think you'd get more drug dealers because they'd be like, "There's a cow here. That's delightful," and they'd get
Only
closer
if
to
they're
the
getting
cow.
high on their own supply.
Maybe.
Or just, very simple like you. just like,
Maybe, I
ooh,
don't know.
a cow.
I think you'd be delighted to see like a cow. Like, oh, the cow in this. They should really get like the sniffer dog. Everybody's onto that. So just like random sniffer animals.
What if
You
they
never
did
know
it
what
like
animal.
a Trojan horse and hid the dog in the cow?
It's not a cow. It's like 6 or 7 dogs just scotch taped together. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense.
Totally makes sense. According to some accounts, her family even left her for dead.
Hmm.
Which I don't know if that's just like the smell was so bad she already smelled like a corpse.
Oh, right. Or was it just like, are you boarding up the shed? Like, no, that's not what this hammering's about. I'm reinforcing it. But I
my
can't
God.
open the door anymore. No, you're silly. You're just too weak.
Oh gosh, yeah, they left a tape recording of like them having the same conversation every day, just like so she would think they were still there. From around the 11th century, lepers were segregated from society in purpose-built hospitals and had to beg for alms.
Or purpose-built sheds.
Alms as in charity, not their actual limbs.
They didn't have to beg for arms, but that is pretty funny.
Thank you. The disease was often regarded as a sign of sin, but Alpaïs was not the only holy woman of the 13th century to suffer from it. A lady called...
But wait, how do you know the difference between people who are afflicted because they're holy and of people who are afflicted because they're sinful?
I guess just like what happens later.
Okay.
I don't know.
So the doctors are taking a real wait and see approach with this. Like, look, either it's going to clear itself up because they were touched by God and then one of the chosen people, or they're going to die and it's because they were kind of shitty anyway.
So we don't have to do anything. Yeah.
Everybody, let's just kick back, all right?
Maybe that's why her family left her for dead, because they misinterpreted and thought she was one of the bad ones.
Do you think they're just in the house? They're like, well, there was that time where she stole a cookie. You think that's it?
Yeah, let's go. Leave her for dead. Pack your bags. Actually, I think that was our other child who's well. No. They look the same. It's her identical twin.
But there was that one time she just did the dishes without being asked. So, I don't know.
It's really hard to tell. But, I mean, she obediently took care of her father's cows. Maybe that was it.
That's true.
Maybe animal husbandry is what marks out the good lepers.
Maybe.
Or animal whiffery, if we're being gendered about it. Alice of Schaerbeek, also known as Alice the Leper, was even said to dedicate her limbs to specific spiritual goals when they fell off.
Okay.
There goes my finger. That's for piety.
That's, yes. So here's this one's for feeding the poor, and this one is for clothing the naked, and yeah, this is really great.
This pinky finger is for abstaining from sex. Ironically,
I was like, I don't think that's gonna be a problem.
Oh my god. Yum. But anyway, Alpaïs also supposedly had her limbs falling off and lost the use of them. But eventually she received a vision from the Virgin Mary and was cured of the leprosy, although she remained paralyzed, which seems like Mary was half-arsing that.
It seems like a pattern with Mary's miracles from previous episodes where it's like, well, you're kind of healed, but you're also crippled. Sorry. It's like, but don't you contain the infinite power of God? It's like, no, sorry.
No,
only so much juice in the tank.
I only contain the finite power of God. I mean, yeah maybe in order to prove her piety, she still had to have a condition.
Perhaps.
But just not one that was as repulsive to society.
I guess so. So, no leprosy, but also
no movement,
not being able to move.
Yeah.
So
that's one way to get holy.
Yeah. Like what level of not being able to move are we talking about? Like, do her arms still work?
Well, she had to beg for those.
No.
Kill back.
Okay. But do her arms still work?
I can't remember. Let's find out. Because, what follows is going to tell us whether her arms worked or not, if you think about it.
Right, sorry.
Depending on what she does.
I don't want to get ahead of myself. Okay.
So, hold tight to your seats. Anyway, according to her Vita, which was written while she was still alive, by the looks of things, so her biography, Mary told her that since she had bravely borne starvation, she would no longer need to consume earthly food, but would instead be sustained by angelic and spiritual food.
That's pretty handy.
Yeah. Saying, once you've tasted the celestial bread and drunk of the living fountain, you will remain fattened for eternity, like cattle.
Once you go angelic bread, you never get dead.
There we go, yeah. So
okay, so she doesn't need to eat anymore, which is a pretty great.
Yeah, pretty good skill.
She doesn't have to eat anymore. That's a pretty good miracle. And I think that if I could, that sounds like a really handy thing.
Oh no, man! So are you one of those people that would like Huel?
I wouldn't like Huel, but
we've talked about this before.
Yeah, I know.
We should get sponsored by Huel, even though we're really rude about them, because I think we should, because Saints clearly it ties in very well with not needing to eat anything else. And also smelling bad. Apparently people who only eat it, have terrible tummies. Probably have a lot of putrid smells themselves. No offense.
But I think that
if you're one of our lovely listeners who loves Huel, let us know. But don't stop listening. We don't have to smell you.
I think that, there's a cost of living crisis, so it'd be nice to be able to skip meals at my leisure. So, so I don't have to eat, but I can
Good
eat.
stuff. Maybe that's why Jacob Rees-Mogg just thinks that people are overreacting, because he's such a pious man that he must believe in being sustained by angelic and spiritual food.
Maybe that explains it.
Anyway.
Did you see he dated his resignation letter St. Crispin's Day?
I did, and I wanted to tweet about it, but I didn't.
Thanks for nothing.
If you haven't heard our St. Crispin and Crispinian, what was his twin called? Crispianus.
Crispinian.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to know what Jacob Rees-Mogg was on about, you should listen to our episode on St. Crispin from a while ago. It's on our website. So
from a year ago.
Almost exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we should have just retweeted re-put out the episode as a special.
Yeah, I thought about that. I was like, oh hey.
But then you didn't.
No, well.
So
but you didn't either.
Well, we need to find a patron saint of missed opportunities.
Anyways, let's go. All right, let's keep going.
Okay. So after this, Alpaïs began refusing all food and drink. According to some sources, this fast lasted for 40 years, during which time she survived solely on the Eucharist, which is not what we would recommend doing as the price of food rises.
Like the people of the church were like, traditionally when you take the Eucharist, it's a small piece of bread, not an entire loaf
the whole
of bread.
basket.
It's like, shut up, I haven't I'm so hungry.
Oh man. This was a recurring phenomenon among holy women of the 13th and 14th centuries known as inadia, so the ability not to eat.
Now it's known as bulimia.
Oh my god. Well, anorexia, surely.
Anorexia, rather, I guess, yeah.
Alpaïs continued having visions during this period. Some might say hallucinations. When too afraid to take the whole Eucharist into her mouth due to difficulty swallowing. Oh, maybe it was bulimia then. Not to belittle eating disorders. I just meant throats. If you're throwing up a lot, probably would cause that. So even though it was the only thing she ate, she was too afraid to take the whole Eucharist into her mouth due to difficulty swallowing. John the Evangelist appeared to her in a vision and I guess encouraged her to eat. She also had several visions.
My God, girl, just eat something, please.
I wrote a whole gospel, but you should know, please eat.
Yeah.
Well, John was the gospel where Jesus turned water into wine. So,
there you go.
He's all about the parties. She also had several visions of Satan. On one occasion, he appeared to her in the form of a bull gnashing its teeth. Which, maybe she was traumatized by her days of tending the cows. And so bulls are like Possibly. Satan to her.
They've already got the horn, so they're like halfway there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But what was he? You were just like, like just hanging out there.
Yeah, maybe mocking her for not eating.
Menacingly, oh, look at me chew this cud. Ooh, bet you wish you had some cud.
He disappeared when she made the sign of the cross, but then reappeared in human form as a physician offering cures for her illness. So yeah, Satan's an asshole.
I think that's just like the family finally got her a doctor and she's like, get away from me, devil.
Yeah.
Like, you can see how she's pretty far gone.
But also it's like, you know how you said like, oh God, like God's a bit of a dick for marking her out by giving her a horrible affliction. And then the devil is the doctor who's offering her cures. Like, yeah, maybe the devil isn't such a bad guy. Maybe God is. Have you thought about that?
Maybe the devil's like, I've been keeping an eye on this. This is like, I see him do this all the time. Let me just help you. It's all right. He's always doing this. I am so sorry. Like, look, I've got my problems with him, but it doesn't involve you. And so I just really wish that.
Exactly.
Here's some penicillin.
But she resisted the temptation, calling on Jesus, who freed her of the vision.
Right.
However, some believed at the time that she was refusing food not due to divine favor, but because she was possessed by a devil.
You can't win with these things.
No.
It's like, look, it's either, okay.
The leprosy is either for sin or holiness.
And she's either refusing food because she's incredibly holy or possessed by a devil. And we're just going to have to see how this one plays out, folks. Like, there's a real hands-off approach to all medicine here.
Yep.
Like, to be a doctor in the 12th century sounds like it was like the easiest gig ever.
Yeah.
Because you were just like,
It was the geography degree of its time.
yeah. It was just like, we'll just, could be something good or it could be bad.
We'll just have to see.
We'll find out. I don't know.
That will be 50 groats, please, for not doing anything.
Exactly.
In order to avoid these rumours, Alpaïs would occasionally accept a small amount of food, 2 or 3 times a week. She would move it around in her mouth, then spit it back out. Here, this proves I'm not possessed.
This is so good. No. So yummy. Can you hand me that napkin? Oh, yeah, that was great. Thank you. Oh.
Yes.
So filling, too. Probably just need the one mouthful.
Her biographer, a man named Peter from the Cistercian monastery of Les Echales, nearby.
Wait, his name was Peter from the Asterian Monastery of Blessed Alpaïs?
He was named Peter, and he came from the
Oh.
Cistercian monastery of Les Echales. He testified to this, so he was the one that wrote the Vita. He wrote that he once received in his own hand a little bit of masticated fish that she spit out.
Yay. Where's that relic?
Yeah, I was going to say, that's now a relic. It's available. It's priceless, actually. You can't buy it.
They put it in a crystal box and it sits on a shelf in the Vatican right now. Because
centuries old spat out fish.
Ugh, that sounds so gross. You know what's gross, folks? Fish. You know what's even grosser than that? Half masticated fish. And then just go ahead and let that sit for a bit.
I mean, if you were a baby bird, that's the only kind of food you want is pre-chewed.
Yeah, and maybe she thought that he was a baby bird because she had quite delusional from
having
lack
visions.
of blood sugar. Yeah.
You say delusional from lack of blood sugar. I say visions from Jesus.
Possibly. Or from the devil. We just have to wait and see. Gonna take a wait and see
plays
approach
out.
on this.
Yeah. He also reported that Alpaïs would vomit from too much food, appeering to be possessed. Too much is a very relative term, I'm guessing.
Yeah. It's like 2 spoonfuls. Oh, no, I couldn't take another one. No.
One day, the prior of Cudot brought her some morsels of pork to suck on, which sounds very dubious.
Hey, suck on my pork.
Oh, no.
Hey.
Oh, God.
Hey, come here. I got some pork for you to suck on, Alpaïs. Come here.
Oh no, you lowered the bar.
Sorry.
She usually sent her leftovers to a needy woman who lived in the neighbourhood, but on this occasion she ate them all and was appalled by her own greed.
And then the poor lady came by later like, hey, I heard you might have some pork for me. Like, oh my God.
So that night she had the vision of the devil as a cook carrying food, and the next day she sent all the pork morsels to the old woman. Now, I don't know how she had any left.
Yeah, wait.
I feel like regurgitation is not a good way of distributing things to people.
I don't know. I guess maybe just eating any of the pork. So she had she's like, I'm just going to suck on 1 piece of pork. And then she ate 2 pieces of pork. And then she's like, oh my God, I'm missing the rest of it.
I think it's maybe meant to be miraculous. Like she ate it all, but then it was back the next day so she could give it away. So it's like she didn't actually eat it. Because she was,
I get it now.
She didn't need the food. She had
all
the spiritual
a dream.
fattening. Yeah.
Or was it? Because there was like a chef hat in the corner, and you're like, oh my gosh, maybe
with holes for the devil horns.
Yeah, obviously.
So Alpaïs lived in a hovel, and a church was built next door with a window between the structures, so she could peer through it and attend mass from her bed. So I guess she was, when we say paralyzed, this meant that she couldn't really do anything. Okay.
She couldn't get out of bed. But it is nice that they're like, you can't take her to church, so we brought the church to her.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
That's sweet of people to do that. It is weird to be in church and then look over and there's a window and there's just like a sickly lady sitting up in bed.
I don't know. I think more churches should have that, They've lost sight of what they're really there for.
Right, which is putting sick people on the other side of a wall. Yikes. Oh, thank you. Does she still have the smell? They said they got rid of the leprosy.
Yeah, so I guess it would have been a different hovel from the one that her parents put her in, I hope.
I guess so, yeah.
The local Archbishop, Wilhelm of Sens, confirmed that her miraculous fast was genuine after appointing a commission to investigate her condition.
Just people watching her calorie intake?
Yeah.
Let me know if she eats anything. anything.
Over 50 a day is like, nope, that's sinful.
Oh, sorry. This is obviously the devil. Just throw in her lake.
He wanted to give her attendance and build a canon's house and a pilgrimage center, but Alpaïs refused.
It's like sounds like she's a real tourist attraction.
Yeah.
We need to build an attendance center. What was it?
Visitor center.
Visitor center.
No, a pilgrimage center.
Yeah, we need to get get a gift shop going here.
Yeah.
This is a real moneymaker for us.
Have we still got that bit of fish? Put that on a plinth.
It's a lady in a bed, folks. Come and look.
She's not eating anything.
She's really holy, or alternately
possessed.
Demonic. We don't know. But come and look, and also buy a keychain.
Will she be holy or will she be possessed? Buy a ticket and find out. The church at Cudot nevertheless received many visitors, and Alpaïs acted as an advisor to them, even counselling Queen Adela of France.
What? What advice does she have? As far as I know, she's never been outside of a shack and a bed.
And cows. Well, it's like
and cows.
Holy advice, you know.
Have you tried not eating?
I'm friends with Jesus and Mary.
Yeah.
A monk was once said to rush through mass because he was so excited to meet her.
Father, Son, the Holy, everybody's
Bye.
blessed and everybody gotta go. Gotta go. Guys, I've been waiting for years to meet this lady in a bed. You know how hard it is to get an appointment? It's surprisingly difficult to get an appointment with a lady who does not go anywhere.
Ironically hard to pin down.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone would be like, look, forgive me, Father, for I've sinned. I don't have time for this.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
But I murdered someone. No, it's cool. You're all forgiven. It's fine.
All forgiven. Look, I don't have time for penance today, so you get a mulligan on this one. So just don't worry about it. And just like he leans out the confessional to the line of people, hey, everybody's forgiven, so don't worry about it today. You can all go. Just get going. No, it's fine.
Just
I get busy.
Throwing the bread out into the crowd.
Forgiven. Yeah. Look, I'm just gonna leave the Eucharist and the wine up here. All right, you guys help yourself. I gotta go. All right, deal with that.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. She died in 1211 after suffering a period of illness, and her body was visited.
Was it her whole life? Was that the period?
Yeah. Well, so potentially 40 years of fasting.
Right.
But yeah, I guess her condition took a turn for the worse. I think if you're
saying that 40 years of fasting took a toll on her overall health.
Yeah, I guess it must have. So she was probably fairly young when she died.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I know people who are paralyzed are often like more or like people who are disabled are often more susceptible to like comorbidities and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, and her body was visited by those of all social ranks.
Oh.
She was buried in the chancel of the church at Cudot, and it's believed she's still there.
The chancel?
Yeah, let's see, what is a chancel? It's the space around the altar.
Oh, so they just threw her under the altar.
Oh, that's a pretty high honor, I guess.
I guess so, yeah. Because you can only fit so many people under the altar. So she died, and they put her body under the altar. Mm-hmm. And so her body stayed there. So there's like no relics, even though parts of her body were falling off before she died. Like there aren't a few relics floating around.
So her relics are kept in the Church of Notre Dame in Cudot. So I don't know when they were moved, or if the original little church was turned into the bigger cathedral or church.
One of those Notre Dame franchises they have there.
Yeah, not the main one in Paris.
Yeah. Did you ever get to go to that before it burnt down?
No, I don't think so. I've been to Paris, but I think I kind of remember seeing it from the outside, but I never went in.
It's fun from the outside.
Yeah.
It was funny. My parents they'd never been to mainland Europe.
Right.
And they came to visit us once, and I was like, I'm going to take my parents to Paris so they can see Paris. And then like a week before they got here, Notre Dame burned to the ground.
Oh my God.
And I was
terrible
like,
timing.
It feels personal.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, the Shadorns are coming. Just burn it down.
That's how much you were not welcome there.
Yeah. The one opportunity my parents had to go to Paris.
Oh dear.
They missed out on Notre Dame by like a week. It had been there for like 1,000 years, and my parents missed it by a week.
That's amazing. That's pretty miraculous.
As good Catholics, Anyways.
So I found a bit more information about this church. So there's a reliquary of Saint Alpaïs there, which is like I guess a statue of her corpse flanked by
Oh.
2 angels and arches of flowers.
So wait, it's a statue of her corpse, so it's laying down.
Yeah.
Because it could also be a statue of her living body.
It does, yeah, that's true, because it's just laying down. From what I can see, the statue does have all its limbs, so I guess they took some artistic license with that.
I guess so.
But yeah, so it's like, it looks like it's kind of under the altar, so that clears that up. So yeah, that was her life.
Any miracles?
So the main miracle is considered her ability to go without eating. And she's also said to have been able to see souls in purgatory. So
sounds bad.
yeah, maybe this is what the Queen wanted to find out, because apparently a countess asked her about the fate of her son who had recently died. So, you know, she was kind of a contemporary psychic.
Yeah, she was like a medium.
Yeah, medium, like, that's the word.
She's like, I see a spirit in purgatory. But like so you go up and you're like, where's my son? And you can be like, let me do a quick scan. Not in purgatory. So
well, actually, turns out an angel showed Alpaïs a vision of the boy's soul in purgatory, and she was able to tell the countess how many prayers and alms she would have to make on his behalf. Oh, I see. So like, yeah, he's in purgatory. He's gonna be there for £1,500 made payable to the church.
Looks like he's there for eternity, unless you can, kind of grease the wheels a little bit. She does the thing with the, the finger thing means the money.
Yeah, I mean, she couldn't have done that, but
yeah.
Because being paralyzed,
like,
but
you see my limp open hand right there? Maybe if there was I don't know, just
wad of notes in it.
some gold maybe in that hand. It might.
This isn't me. The angel's telling me this.
It's not me. This is just the word I'm getting from on high. Sorry. Patron saint of shakedowns over here.
Yeah, nice. You should write that down and say it in a second. She once also had a vision of the universe as a whole, having the universe as a whole.
Oh, but not as like an empty space.
No.
The universe is a meaningless space with no God. Oh no.
But she still say pious. That's the miracle.
It's weird.
No. So she apparently had a vision of the sun being bigger than the earth, and the earth resembling an egg suspended in space and surrounded by a belt of water all around. So, like, I guess she kind of, what's the word, like, predicted
heliocentrism.
Yeah, but not quite accurately. But still, it's pretty impressive.
It's not a bad, she's not wrong, but I think, well, she's wrong about the water thing. But she figured out that the Earth is round and that it orbits
but kind
the
of
sun.
egg shape, actually.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, that's her. That's the story of Alpaïs. Do you want to hear what she said about the soul?
Okay.
She said, the soul is simple, invisible, incorporeal, not divided.
This already sounds very complex. You start at simple, and then you list up 6 other attributes. It's like, it's sounding a lot less simple all of a sudden.
Well, the philosophical sort of concept of simplicity is anything but. So she said the soul is not divided into parts like the body, present as a whole in whatever she does. The soul is not in a particular place. As God is everywhere, so the soul is everywhere in the body, more powerfully in heart and brain, as one says that God is in a special way more powerful in heaven, which doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Powerful.
So the soul is everywhere equally, but more equally
in the heart,
in some
and the
parts
brain.
than others. Yeah.
Simple, right?
It's simple.
But I thought it was quite significant that she was like, really into the soul, because obviously she couldn't move, so she was like, place more emphasis on what she could do with her spirit rather than her physical meat cage.
Right.
So yeah, on that note, can you guess what her patronages are?
Is she the patron saint of eating disorders?
Well, I guess against.
Against eating disorders.
She is a patron against sickness. And a patron of sick people.
Oh, okay.
So more general than eating disorders.
Is she the patron saint of being stinky? Just like
again, if you want to be very rude about ill people.
Well, you're the one who said she was stinky.
It wasn't me. It was the biography. She was the patron saint of physically challenged people. So I guess if you're if your physical challenge is that you stink. Did I tell you I had that during like the lockdown when I was working from home? I would get like very weird, intense BO. Just like, it came out of nowhere. Like I didn't exercise or anything. I was just like, I smell like rotten onions. What is going on?
What? I guess you're spending too much time in one spot. And you started to accumulate.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I did wear different clothes every day and wash, but I would just like start stinking through my clothes. I think it was the stress of like trying to work while also, you know, being worried that the world was going to end.
Right.
But yeah, so sorry, I don't know why you needed to know that. I thought it was relevant.
Did you hear about your anxiety sweats?
Yeah. But it was like, really odd. Like I wouldn't even feel warm and sweaty. I'd just be like, what is that oh God, it's me.
Oh, no. Anyway.
Luckily, we had a big enough flat, so Danny didn't have to put me in a shed next door.
Yeah. You did have that garage at the time, so he could have thrown you in that garage.
He could have. I mean, it was a warm year that year, so I would have been, I would have been fine.
You'd have been fine. Just in your own little garage, stinking the place up.
Maybe you know, he could have built a visitor center, and then people would have wanted to go because like when things open back up again, people were desperate for something to do.
They'd be like, see the world's stinkiest lady. But they put you behind glass so that people can't smell you.
Yeah.
They're like, but she is the stinkiest lady.
You just got to believe us.
You do not want to smell it, folks. We're telling you what right now.
Just trust us. Yeah. And then like once a day, you know how in zoos they do displays of like feeding the penguins. So once a day Danny would go in with like a sandwich and just
a bucket of
just
fish.
Mime how like putrid the smell was and like how he was retching and stuff.
Just really over the top pantomime of him like, whoa, oh,
yes,
oh, and then holding his nose, oh, just looking at the crowd, just really playing it up. Throws you little fish. Anyway.
So you know, loads of people discovered a side hustle during the lockdown because they couldn't do their normal work. That was what we did.
You guys missed your chance.
Yeah, we really did. Next pandemic. Or other crisis. That's what we'll do. So yeah.
Is she the patron saint of bad doctors? Just kind of doctors who are just like taking a real hands-off approach to your medical health.
That would surely be whoever her doctors were. Would be her patron. No, she was not.
How about the patron saint of getting a church window? Just getting a little window into the church, you know?
Architecture? No.
I don't know, just like, but you know, not like a regular, not like a stained glass window, but just like a little portal to check in on the church. You can see from the outside.
That's not on the list.
Is she the patron saint of visitor centers? Just like, and gift shops, you know, patron saint of like
grifters. No, none of those.
Or shakedown. That's my next was like, is she patron saint of shakedown? Just like, you know, hey, about a little bit of money, get your son out of purgatory.
She should be really, but no. Any more guesses? There's one more that we haven't covered.
No, what is it? I'm out of guesses. What do you got?
Because of her heliocentric vision, some people say that she is venerated by astronauts.
Oh, she's a patron saint of astronauts.
Yeah, doesn't really make any sense.
But not like astronomers.
Yeah, that would make more sense, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it?
Well, you know, maybe her visions of because you. Oh wait, no, you don't really. I was going to say you need manned missions to get telescopes into space, but I don't think you do.
No, they just launch them into space.
Yeah.
Let them float around out there on their own. Because they sent that James Webb telescope.
Yeah.
Is that the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the whole thing is it wasn't manned, and so it was a very delicate operation because everything had to like automatically happen.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Well, you know, without knowing what the universe looks like, could we even go into space?
Good point.
Thank you.
Do you think she started people? You think like Galileo was reading a hagiography of St. Alpaïs and was just like, hey, wait a minute, I think maybe got an idea here.
So next week we're going to have another apology to the people of Italy.
I think we've already done too much damage to Italy to ever go back.
Yeah, Maloney was our fault.
Yeah, oops. Okay, so she's the patron saint of various illnesses and sicknesses.
And space, yeah.
And astronauts. Nice. That's pretty good.
It's a good range.
Pretty good.
She's got range.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's pretty good out there. So she's helping, you know, if you're not feeling well, she's there.
She's there. And also, like, I guess you don't feel your best in space, do you? Because there's a lot that could go wrong. And you generally have to eat, like, what's the word? Like, dehydrated food.
Yeah, like space food, like pastes and...
Yeah.
Dehydrated. Wait, is she a saint? You thought you said she was a blessed?
She's a blessed. So she was beatified made into a blessed.
Mm-hmm.
Her cult was confirmed by Pius IX in 1874. So that was when she was, I guess, officially declared a blessed.
Well, what are we waiting for here, folks? It's been over 150 years.
Yeah, I mean, she's got so many patronages. She should,
Yeah.
I think she should qualify to be a full saint, I think.
This is classic. Like, she's a part-time worker doing full-time hours. You know, it's like...
Yes, that's what she should be a patron of as well.
Yeah.
I mean...
Being overworked by the Vatican.
Yeah. Yeah, a classic victim of patriarchy, really. Like, a lot of her work and her value is unacknowledged.
Mm-hmm.
So that's her. That's Blessed Alpaïs.
Do you think that you would ever have that Blessed Alpaïs intercede for you?
Well, as just mentioned, I have been known to be a stinky girl myself. So...
As a self-described stinky girl.
should get that on a t-shirt. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls stink. I guess, like, you know, I could just look to her and be like, well, it could be worse. Or maybe, you know, maybe she would inspire me to monetize my condition.
Your stinkiness?
Yeah. Also, I'm a very fussy eater. It seems like she has some good ways of evading eating things she doesn't want to eat.
Yeah, just being like, oh, I'm so holy, alternately possessed.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't.
Also, you know, gotta admire her entrepreneurial skills with the mediumness.
Right.
Seeing the
She
souls
should be
of
the patron saint of psychics and mediums.
Yeah. I don't
like...
think the Catholic Church would approve of that.
They don't approve of this? Oh, it's okay when the Catholic Church does it, but when somebody else does it for a little bit of money, suddenly you're horning in on the Catholic Church's business. Hey, that's how we get paid, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a turf war.
Unless you want to get a miter upside the head, you're going to quit with this medium shit. Yeah, I think that, well, if you do have leprosy, probably good to check in and be like, hey, what's your secret? If you do need to, I think really the shaking down thing is the best.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's got a kid in purgatory shame if anything happened to him. Oh. I think that's really when you want to have her guidance, you know.
So she should really be the patron saint of capitalism then. Just
perhaps.
Like conning people out of their money stuff.
Nice soul you got here. Same if anything. I knew it. Yeah, I think that if you were trapped in a shed by your family, good, you know, kind of a, you know, like the movie Room. I guess it was like, you know, if you were trapped in a shed at all, because that wasn't family, but it was like, you know, it's good to have a good, you know, somebody to help you out with that.
Maybe one of the specific illnesses she should be patron of is claustrophobia.
Yeah. I mean, she never got out of the shed, or she moved from shed to hovel with lateral move.
Which, yeah, anyone would say wouldn't be an improvement.
Yeah. I'm saying like
the people,
like we built
the people
you a new
selling
place.
her real estate really need to work on their game. Like,
yeah.
It's got a lot of potential.
We built you a new place right next to the church. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
It's a hovel.
So sick of the shed. It is a hovel. Oh,
hey,
yay.
location. The fact it's next to the church really counts for a lot.
It is next to the church, though. Yeah. So, look, the church went over budget. I'm gonna be honest with you, it didn't have a lot of money left over for your accommodation, so
it was meant to be an annex, but we've downgraded it to a hovel.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I mean, if it were in East London, it would still be £1,000 a month.
Exactly.
Sounds of it.
But this location that you're getting, you know, that's really what you're paying for.
You have premium access to the church. Because that's what they say.
Yeah,
It's when I was looking at flats, if any listings said like great public transport links, it's like, oh, so it's on the ring road. Okay, no thanks.
Yeah. On an extremely busy road. Thanks.
So it's like, yeah, very holy views. It's like, oh, it's the hovel next to the church.
But like, so like, does that mean she has to kind of like attend every? I hope she had a curtain. Otherwise, you know, because like, you know, there's, you know, you go into the Sunday service and maybe you go to some midweek services, but there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's potentially a lot of stuff going on in the church. Not to mention like choir practices, like when they're in there cleaning.
Maybe
like,
it was just all a ruse to make like a really boring vicar feel better about his appeal. You know, like there's always one person in the audience. You know, like bringer gigs.
Yeah, you know, he would listen to Very Good Victor, but she was always there, just like, eh. So you look out across the, just like that in the window, there's just her giving the thumbs up.
Well,
like,
she couldn't give a thumbs up, but you know,
right.
she would have if she could have. I'm sure.
She holds up her hand where the thumb would be. But, like,
God. Yes.
Anyways, Anna, thank you so much for telling me this tale of this bedridden saint. I assume you, as somebody who would prefer to be bedridden, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I am very unenergetic, so I'd love to achieve as much as she did without leaving my bed.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a very relatable saint for you.
But also, I think, because some people might be listening to this on Halloween. It's a little bit spooky, I think.
How so?
Just
She was under the sheet like a ghost.
convening with the spirit realm, very relevant.
Right, it's true.
As a medium / grifter.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're welcome. Have a blessed day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.